the president there, Rachel, sort of speaking right to one of the tools, as you know better than anyone, of the autocrat, to make people feel that they have no agency, to make people feel despair, that an end to democracy or an end to our norms is inevitable. The president there, I think, throwing down a marker for the American people, for the rest of us, to keep the republic.
Yes, and I think, Nicole, what he's also done here is he's positing a view of the presidency which is just directly opposite to the idea of authoritarianism, which is opposite to the idea of autocracy. How does he start the speech? He talks about being in the Oval Office, talking about the portraits of presidents past who surround him. And he says, "I revere this office, but I love this country more. I revere this office, but I love this country more." What the autocrat loves is the office. And then the country must be supplicant to the ruler, right? That the most important thing about a country is who's in charge, and everything else has to fall in line behind that ruler, or they're disloyal and they need to be seen as an enemy and cast out. Instead, Biden is saying here, the role of the presidency is to serve this idea of the nation. The role of a president is to make sure the country is protected, not for the country to serve the president. And that is, I mean, I think it's true. I think it's the basic idea of the presidency. It's why the president and the whole executive branch has co-equal branches in our government that are designed to keep the country on track if any one of those branches goes off the rails. But it's also just the opposite idea to what his opponent is offering in this election. I mean, J.D. Vance, the running mate of Donald Trump, said in his acceptance speech that America is not an idea. Well, no, it is. The idea of it is that we are a democracy. We're of, by, and for the people, and that the president is not a king, and that we're all bound by the same rule of law. And there's no I alone can fix it in the vision of the United States that Joe Biden talked about tonight, and that he's ascribing to the founders, and that I think most Americans, would agree with him there.
And Rachel, we know you're sick. We want to let you get back to your chicken soup, but we're so happy to have you with us. Let me just read you one more piece that gets at what I think you talk about so often, and that is this moment, everything that makes it different.